Hello, hello, hello. Happy July. You are watching Love of Music City Girls Session, and we are so glad that you are with us today. My name is Shandy Tripp, and I've got Crystal Brown.
Hey, y'all.
And Christy Henson. And y'all, we are halfway through the year. Can you believe that?
I cannot believe it. It's crazy.
Is anybody happy to be an American?
I'm very happy to be an American.
How about
and
that?
I'm happy to have you back.
I'm happy to be back. I was in California last week, and we had a great time. But I am happy to be back. So
We like redheads, right?
Yes.
is that what I am this week? I'm not sure.
Redhead here last week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we did.
right.
And
Yeah,
she was
did
so
a great
great.
job, Selena. Yes, so we are so glad. If you are just tuning in, this is Love for Music City #Girls Session, and if you would like to be part of the conversation, I'm sure we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff today.
Yeah.
We would love for you to hop in, comment. If you want to take just a second and share the page, share what we're doing. You can tag somebody, get somebody else involved in the conversation. So we're going to be asking everyone what you weigh and what the name of your ex-husband is. So
Oh, no, we're not doing that. No, I'm not going to ask you to do anything I won't do. So,
well, I don't mind telling people I weigh 105 pounds. It's okay.
oh, the devil is a lie in here. Hey, we've got some people watching today.
Hallelujah.
Yay, thank you so much. Or we'd be just talking to the air and each other, and it's not as fun.
Which we have done before.
Yes, we have.
Just more exciting when y'all join in.
I want to say hi to Leanne Jones watching, Melissa Archer, one of our top fans. Hey, girl. Linda Freeman. We've got Teresa Brogdon, my cousin's watching. Hey, Teresa.
So if you're new,
Yeah, if
you
you're
need to
new.
like our page.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Share it. Tag a family
Oh,
member
Lori
that you watch.
Payne is watching.
Oh, hey, Lori, girl, you need to come be on with us.
Yes, she does. Excellent dog trainer,
Dog
extraordinaire, and member of the Love for Music City Gala Committee. Yes, awesome.
You train like killer dogs, Lori, because we all may want one. Guard dog.
I just need
Absolutely.
my little dogs to not go to the bathroom in the house.
Okay, yeah, how about that?
We can
Start
do a
there.
show on dogs. Would you guys like that? Show on pets and have on real animals and stuff, maybe
If you'll bring puppies.
geckos, just no snakes.
No snakes.
We love puppies.
Yes, we
I'm
love
allergic
puppies.
to cats. so
Hey,
don't
Linda
bring them.
Holt,
Okay.
thanks for tuning in today.
Linda, all
I'm not
right.
seeing everybody you're seeing for some reason. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
Carol Graham, which
Let me
is
see.
our special guest today's grandmother. Hey, shout out to
got
you.
inside
And,
information.
and his mom and her mom is watching. Lenora, it's good to see you on here today. And Miss Edna, so
Miss
many
Edna.
people, all the people we love. Thank you so much for
Yes, we love
for joining
you, for
us.
sharing. And if you're just joining us, all you need to do is share, put #Girl Sessions, and you could win a prize for next week.
Right.
Yes, last week's prize was Selena Day's book, Queenisms.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is when I announce who the winner is, you're going to send us your address, and we'll send it to her, and she'll send you out the book. She's from Georgia, around the Atlanta area, and so she will sign it. I will make sure she signs it because she's my good friend. And the winner
Bragger.
of that book is
Name dropper.
so the winner of that book is Miss Connie Stokes Ames. Hey,
Yay,
Miss Connie, we
Connie.
love you.
Somebody tag her.
So somebody tag her and let her
Tag
know we're
Connie.
on and that she's a winner today. I know she'll come and watch it even later if she's busy today because she's pretty faithful watcher. So thank y'all for watching today, and thank you, Miss Connie, for watching and sharing. So you won that prize. And what is next week's prize? Do we even know?
We do.
Do.
Oh my goodness. So today's giveaway is going to be a custom tumbler by Craftastics
Kind of like
by
this,
Brit.
but not quite.
Yeah, we'll be showing you some of these
Ooh, yes.
amazing
Oh, yeah.
tumblers
I've
here in a
seen them.
minute.
They're great.
You need to like our page, share this video, and comment #Girl Sessions. Actually, won't you hand me? Can you hand me that? I'm going to go ahead and show it to him. So this is one of them.
Look
if you
how
can
beautiful
see
that
it.
is. I
This
love the
is
glitter.
Appropriate.
yes.
Oh, that's awesome right there.
So these are fabulous, and she will do a custom one of these of your choice. And you need to go to her page, Craftastics by Brit on Facebook, like her page, follow her, because if you're the winner, you're going to have to go on there and look and see what all your options are. So
That's a great prize.
it is a wonderful
So,
prize.
do we know how much these are worth yet?
These, the larger ones are worth, I believe, $40.
Wow.
Smaller
okay.
ones are somewhere around $25, I believe.
Yeah,
and
that's a
then
Well,
good
that's
price.
a good price.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
paid
just buying it.
50 or something for one like
and
that.
these are
so.
really popular right now.
Yeah.
So
and
that
you
is awesome.
you get one with your name on it, your favorite football team, basketball team. If we're going to still have those, who knows? But
Or
yeah,
you could edit yourself like what is it, airbrush, or what do you do on the computer?
put your face on it.
But like slim it down and then be like, girl, you're looking good today.
Yeah. Yeah.
an idea.
Why not? Hey, I think I might do that. Be like, hey, girl.
For those of us who are dealing with the COVID 5, 10, 15. But anyways.
Exactly. So make sure to do that because you could be the lucky winner of one of these amazing.
And Mildred from Haiti, Haiti, is watching from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Hey, Mildred.
Love
So
her.
the 4th of July is about to happen, so that's why we're all about America today. But we love everybody everywhere, right?
Yes, we do.
Hug
Yes,
all
we
the
do.
kids for us.
Yes, hug all the babies for us. Very soon we want to have you on. We're going to figure out how to do that. So Connie Stokes is
Ames.
our Ames. Connie Ames.
Connie Ames.
Connie Ames is our winner and from last week. And then you need to start liking and sharing to win a prize for this week.
Yes.
And so today, what are we talking about?
Well, we're going to be talking about America and how great it is, or maybe you think it's not so great anymore. And but before we get into that, I want to just say, if you you see these awesome prizes that we give away, if you would like us to give something away of yours, inbox us. Let us know if you have your own business, if you,
we
maybe
would
a
like to
cleaning
have you to be a
service.
part of the show, just like this.
Invite
It'd be
you
cool.
on and have you share, and maybe you have something extraordinary that was a company that was birthed out of maybe like a situation that you have a story behind. We'd love to find out.
And we love to help small businesses.
Yeah.
And we love to help women. We
Yes.
actually love to help everybody. But we've had some really great feedback and results for those who have promoted with us or donated through us. They've gotten some great orders and, some traffic to their website. So we invite you to come be a part of that.
So we were going to have a video today. I am just going to give a shout and see if we have one. All right, so we're going to show you this video in honor of Independence Day. So take a look at this and we'll be right back.
The long, laborious debate in the walls of the Continental Congress finally comes to an end. They have voted. They have declared independence from Great Britain. And that night by candlelight, John Adams writes an emotional letter to his beloved Abigail. Speaking of Independence Day, he writes, "This day will be the most
memorable epoch in the history of America. I'm apt to believe it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival. It ought to be commemorated as a day of deliverance by solemn acts of devotion to God Almighty. It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of this continent to the other, from this time forward forevermore. I am well aware of the toil and blood and treasure that it will cost us to maintain this declaration. Yet, through all the gloom, I can see the rays of ravishing light and glory. I can see that the end is more than worth all the means. But I must submit all my hopes and fears to an overruling providence in which, unfashionable as the faith may be, I firmly believe."
May we never forget that we are a people who have been delivered. From tyranny to liberty, from oppression to freedom, from fear to courage. And today, above all days, may we renew our personal devotion to the giver of all liberty.
All right.
We're back.
Yeah, so I'm very patriotic. I love this time of year. I love the freedom that we get to enjoy. And I love the fact that we know that this did not come easy. What we get to
right.
do today, us being
Very
able
big
to.
price
Freedom
to
is not
pay.
free.
That's right.
That's right.
It's very big. I don't think we should ever forget that. Like if I see somebody come in and I know they're military, I try to thank them. Even cops
Yeah.
and firemen, because especially now they're really facing a lot
Yes.
of scary things. So I think we should always thank the people who protect us, especially the military who put themselves in the line of fire. And that is not anything I would want my son to do
Oh, I
if I
know.
had one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now I have a grandson, and
Yeah.
or even my
Yeah.
daughters. I'm like, that would have scared me to death. But if that would have been their choice, I would have had to honor that, and it just would have probably scared me to death.
But think
so I'm
about,
thankful for those
but
families
think of
who
that
do that.
sacrifice that the mothers. I mean, it's not just the person doing it;
Right.
their
It's
mother,
the
their father.
families
Yes,
and
it's
The
the
whole
wives.
family
Yeah.
serves with
Yes.
them. They really do.
So
Yes.
we're so thankful for you if you're watching and you
Yes.
serve and you have served. We thank you so much for your service.
Yes.
For sure.
We are truly
It's made a great America. I know right now we're facing things that make us seem like not such a great country, but even
We are.
with what we're going through, we still are the greatest country out
Yeah,
there.
we stand with America.
And
so.
if you do not believe that, travel.
Travel.
Travel abroad. Go outside of this country. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
will be so thankful for America, the liberties that we have. And so we're thankful here. Everyone may not have the same opinion as us, but right now we're the ones with the microphone, and we are grateful for America, and we don't mind saying it, right?
That's right.
And we have the freedom to voice our opinion.
Yes, we do.
That's right.
Yes,
no
we
matter
do.
who likes it, right?
I think we all need to stand up, and even the ones that feel like they're kind of being railroaded, you
Yeah,
stand up
come
for
on.
your country.
Exactly.
That's what you believe, and
That's
you want to
right.
stand up for your country. Let's do it.
That's
It's
right.
time.
Hey, we'll
That's right.
stand with you.
Yes.
As long as we believe the same. No. Isn't that the whole thing? So we asked a question, Shanda.
So we asked a question: do you believe that America is great? And if you do or you don't, why?
Yes.
And thank you for those of you who comment back, give us your
Yeah.
feedback. We appreciate it every
We
week.
love that,
Yeah, we
yes.
try to put up a question, and sometimes you can tell when it's really a hot topic in America right
like the
now.
daddy issues.
Ooh,
was hot.
that
Yeah.
was hot.
Yeah.
That needs a whole nother show.
And there was another one we did a few weeks back. I don't even remember. Something about the quarantine. But It
Yeah.
was amazing. Like, wow. So, anyways, but we all should have a place in our heart for America. And so we're going to read some things here. We had Margie, I'm not going to say your last name, but I absolutely believe that America is great. We have the freedom to ever evolve and improve ourselves as a nation. So true. Which is reflected in some of what we're seeing right now. America's greatest is not rooted in what a relatively small percentage of people from day to day, good or bad. Her greatness is in the fact that she was founded in an effort to secure freedom of worship. That's exactly right. And because of that, the hand of God has been on her like no other nation. That is the truth.
That's really good. That'll preach.
Yeah,
That's really
thank
great.
you, Margie,
Yes.
for that.
Yes.
We have another one. Why don't you read Linda's?
Okay. Linda Holt, which is one of our biggest fans
Yes.
and
Yes.
always faithful to watch. She says, I think America is great because we love the Jewish people and we still love Jesus. I think that
Amen.
is key. God
Yes.
and country, that's what we're founded on.
That's exactly
and I
right.
think as long as we stand on what we're founded on, we'll stay a great nation. That's
And
for
who
sure.
don't love Jesus? Come on.
You need to love
You would be
Jesus.
surprised, actually.
Well, I'm a big fan, just saying. Not
Yes.
just a fan, but a
You're
follower.
a Jesus fan. That song's already been written.
I'm a Jesus follower. And let's see, we had Linda Freeman, also another one of our biggest fans. She said, even in the chaos, there is still no better country to live in. I feel extremely blessed to be an American. And we had Michelle and Leanne say she's with them, 100% agrees with that. And, you know, I would pray that most people feel that way.
I believe that most people do. I think the media tries to make it like that's not the case.
Right.
And they really take a small percentage of what, the hate, and they portray it because that's what makes news. Right. But I think for a majority, I was watching on Facebook the other day how, it was thousands of people gathered outside of Washington doing praise and worship and loving their country and being unified. Every color, every nation, unified. And I think that that's not what the news wants to show you. Not as
Right,
much
that's right,
as they
because
do
it's
the
not that
hate
exciting.
and the hurt. But I think, yes, it's out there and it's in great number than it's ever been. But I think a lot of that is because of media, TV, social media,
Yeah,
everything.
being driven.
But if we show more of the love of people, I think maybe we could change this nation even better if we start showing the good stuff.
Well, I'm going to read a comment. I won't say their name. It says, I love my country even if I don't agree with the way people act or the way the government system runs or how people are rude, racist, and greedy or how churches are privileged to live a better, healthy, wealthy way. The USA is one cruel, mean, inhuman, unkind place to be these days, mean to each other, unappreciative to his land. While it's okay for teachers to whip, paddle, or handle children, but parents are wrong for it. So not everybody, is feeling the same way. And you know what? That's the great thing about this country.
America. That's right.
You can say that and freedom and not get locked up, not get thrown in jail and beat, and
That's right. Yeah, and you can actually speak against the very people who give their life to protect us. That's what's so amazing about our First Amendment right here. And we can worship who we want to worship. You don't have to worship Jesus.
That's
or
right.
Be Judeo-religion. You can worship anybody you want to. You can say anything you want to say, have any kind of art you want to have, to the point that it's ridiculous, in my opinion. But I appreciate having the right to do what I want to do, so everyone enjoys that freedom here.
I think we are America as long as they can't take that away. That I can still go to church as long as you don't take that away from me. It's my right. And
reminds me of a song.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
so
and I'm
from the lakes of Minnesota.
an American. Don't get us singing.
Tennessee.
I'm hoarse, so I don't need to be singing.
I just don't need to be singing. So,
but it's true. And it's funny how when you hear that song, a lot of people
I get emotional.
I get emotional. Just like I actually heard it live one time when I was young. My family and me. It was my mom and my stepdad and me. We actually got asked to open for Lee Greenwood and a group called Canyon in the day.
Yeah.
And so that was cool to us, But I actually always liked Lee Greenwood, but never, ever did I realize how good he was until I was standing in the audience. When we got through singing, we came around the front, and I was watching him, and he started singing that song. And, I mean, it just kind of echoed through you. And I was like, wow. And everybody was just standing tall. And I'm like, it's just amazing what songs can do and what they can make you feel.
That's the power of music. It's
like every time they, do the national anthem before a football game or a sporting event.
Yes.
I mean, you can feel the pride, and you can feel just it just feels good to be here,
Well, it's called patriotism, and I
Yes.
think that's the thing that has not been popular. I guess it kind of goes in and out of popularity, but really we should really try to make a personal commitment to be a patriot, to be thankful for our country, the country that we live in. And, there's people all over the world who will literally tear their house apart,
And
the
make
only
a
place they
raft.
have to live, to build a raft, to go thousands of miles across the ocean, of which there's probably little to no chance they'll just survive that alone, to be here.
Yeah.
And yet we were born here.
Why do so many people try to get here? Why do
it's
they
not the
try to
best,
stay
that's
here if it's not
it's
the
not the
best
best place
country?
on earth.
Now, maybe some get born here and maybe they come from those countries and didn't realize how bad it was and they start complaining. But I think we all are like that in nature. We get a little, spoiled and we start complaining. But truth is, we have so many different nationalities. It's because this country is great and they want to be here. And I've heard so many testimonies of people that come from other countries that said, I did this to get here, I did this, and I love America. And that's what we need to see more of. We just don't see those stories enough.
If you love America, why don't you just throw some hearts up there if you're
give us a
watching? Give us
flag.
some hearts, some flags.
Give
throw them in
America
there.
some love.
Yeah. And I just want to say I love my husband and your husband. They're all watching. They're not in the Army. They're in the Lord's Army.
Yeah.
My husband, too, who has really been in the
They're in the
Army
Lord-
today.
yeah.
He's totally been battling.
So,
our whole system here today. But every week he does. But he does a great job.
But
and
we're
I'm so
thankful.
Yes,
thankful
he does.
for him.
Yes, he does.
All right. So what else we got going here? We're going to read some more stuff. We want
Well,
to let everyone know, good,
If you're
bad,
just tuning
ugly.
in,
Yes.
if you're just tuning in, we are Love for Music City #Girl Sessions, and we are talking about America the Great, the Beautiful, one nation under God, indivisible, which is debatable right now. So if you are just tuning in, we have a giveaway today. It's one of these wonderful tumblers. It can look like this, or it can be custom made for
Look
you.
at this
So this
pretty
keeps
one
stuff
with the
hot
glitter.
or cold, right?
Hot or cold, yes. And she's made one for me before. It's Craftastics by Britt. You can find her here on Facebook.
I don't know if y'all can see this
Can-
pretty purple glitter
Yeah.
in here, but it's gorgeous.
Craftastics.
Craftastics.
Can you spell that?
By Britt.
C-R-A-F-T.
Tastics.
T-A-S.
S-T-I-C-S. By Britt. B-R-I-T-T.
By Britt.
And go over there and like her page and see what she has, because this woman is an amazing woman. I'm going to go ahead and introduce her since we're talking about this. I'm a little partial. She's amazing because she actually comes from my bloodline.
I'm singing background music.
She is a mother. She is a niece, a daughter. She is a wife of an amazing man who is literally celebrating his retirement of 20 plus 1 day years in the service, in the military today.
Isn't that amazing?
So, I want to welcome Brittany Swicker to come on up. This is my niece, beautiful Brittany. Yay! If we had him, audience.
Can we get some hearts?
Yeah.
Some love,
Come
some
on, y'all,
flags,
give us some
something,
love on here
Show us
for
something
Brittany.
here. All right.
And
Brittany.
so we're.
We get to be very close, even though she's your niece.
Yeah, I know. I love her. She's been more like a sister to me. We're not that far in age, actually. I'm pretty young to have a niece that age. So her dad was my older brother, Bobby, who we lost to cancer 13 years ago. And, we miss him every day. But he gave us this beautiful gift in his daughter, and she has a brother, Justin. And so we just love them and love my sister-in-law is watching, Lenora.
Hey, Lenora.
So such an amazing family. But her husband is Sergeant First Class Officer Aaron Swickard. He has served he's had 4 deployments altogether. 3 tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan, and 1 rotation in South Korea. Wow. This is 20 years of serving us, serving our country, making sure that we get to enjoy the freedoms. And he, along with so many other men, I mean, Brittany, that's a lot.
That's a lot for even the wives of us. I can't imagine.
So have you been married to him that whole time?
No, we have,
Closer to your mic. There you
we
go.
have been married 15 years in August. So
Oh, wow.
So he was already in the military when you married him.
Yeah, and I married him, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yes, you did.
I was so nervous, and I was like, don't cry.
So you kind of answered my question, which was, did you know him before military? So that was
That's first part of your question, yeah.
So that was a no. You met him in the military.
Yes, he was
Okay.
already in the service and had already done his first
So-
tour of Iraq.
In your opinion, do you think the service changed him in any way along the years, or how do you think it has changed him?
It has, but I don't think it's any different from anyone else. We all evolve. We all change.
Yes.
He had, with his tours and his rotations, and he did 2 years of drill sergeant duty, lots of training, lots of classes. He learns and evolves in his profession
Right.
as well as at home.
And he
But-
has more wisdom and more wisdom and more wisdom.
Yes, yes.
And does he make sure, like, when you make the bed, it's like you can flip a coin off of
Oh,
it?
no.
I just wondered
No
because
kidding.
No.
my papa did that. Like, it's like you had to make sure you could flip a coin off of it. And I was just wondering if he
That's
might
funny
be that
because
way.
I know Brittany, and I'm just like, oh no.
Well, that's good for you, for
So
sure.
did your husband deal with any guilt that he was able to come off his tours when I'm sure some with him did not?
He does have a PTSD diagnosis. He's not, he doesn't mind sharing that with people. So he definitely has some things. We don't talk about a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
He shares what he feels is appropriate and keeps to himself the
Yeah,
rest.
we have a
and-
friend that is the same way, and he's older now, much of a veteran, and he's a very quiet man, but when he does speak of anything in the Army, he starts to cry. He just starts to weep about things, and then he'll shut up. And we know, okay, just it's off subject, don't talk anymore, but those moments, that little bitty short of time, you see a glimpse into just the pain and the hurt that they see that we will never see. We never have to see it because they see it for us, to be honest, and face it for us.
And does it? I don't know if you really want to speak for him, but does it grieve him? Does it hurt him when he sees what's happening in America? Like the fact that he's given his life, you've given your life technically for this country.
He definitely has a strong opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he don't mind sharing it.
So,
Aaron Swickard on
no,
Facebook.
No, he will let you know his thoughts for sure. He's I don't know if saddened. I think he's more frustrated
Yeah, that's a good word.
by what's going on.
Yes. I could see that.
Now, when he was in Iraq and doing these tours, what was his job? What was like his main thing that he did there?
Oh, he did many different things.
Many different things.
He did route clearance, and he drove. There was people he had to drive around. I don't know the full scope.
Right,
Yeah, you
right.
For
couldn't
sure.
know everything.
I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But what his MOS was combat engineer, so he did a lot of route clearance and.
As far as like making sure there was
Explosives,
no
things.
bombs in the road that
Yes.
would kill our soldiers and
So, what are you doing, on a Tuesday when you know your husband is clearing bombs in another country?
Probably giving baths and
Really?
feeding dinner. Like it's
Just a regular day.
yeah.
You
Wow.
just
For
get
you,
used to
That's
it.
what it becomes,
do.
right? You have to, or you would go crazy. I would
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
I would think so.
So,
Well, we thank you for your service.
yeah, we
Absolutely.
definitely thank you for your service.
I think that wives do get passed up because
Wives and their kids, yeah.
I seriously, I'm like, I know that's something that if I'd have been faced with falling in love with someone that was in the middle, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I would have had to ask myself, I don't know if I can do that because it's a hard job. You have to be alone a lot, be a single parent basically a lot, and then you have to think about someone you love very much, maybe never coming home. And I thank you for your service that you stayed in there and you've done that and supported him, and I think that's great. And so y'all give her some hearts and love.
Yes. Definitely.
Yes.
So, what is what has been your inspiration to hang in there? Because surely at times you're like, this is so not worth it, or because you're home seeing the news or seeing people do whatever
Right.
it is they do, and he's over here, Mr. G.I. Joe, doing the good thing, and it's like, what are we even doing this for? I would think that's what I would.
Well, and
think.
not just at home. She's away from her family. She
That's
just now
true.
moved back to Tennessee, and I'm so happy.
And how many kids do you have?
5.
So
Oh
he
my
did
goodness.
come home occasionally.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Y'all, she needs a lot of hearts for
5
that one.
kids. Wow. Okay.
So we know what y'all do when he comes home.
Yeah. Figure that one out. Okay.
Sorry, Mama.
Yeah. So, you have to be just as committed as him, I would think, to
Yes.
the cause.
Yes, I think just like any marriage, all marriages work. Everybody has their trials and there are things they have to work through, and you have to put that time in and put the work in to get through it. But as far as inspiration, obviously, not obviously, I guess, but obviously to me, God and prayer and, just praying that you can make it through that next day with the babies crying by yourself. And then when you're home, family, a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
And then when you're not home, your friends become your family. I
I'm
have met
sure.
a lot of really good people, and through the seasons, and they've been in and out of my life, and but there's always somebody. The military
They're
is
very
a family.
strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Is that
So
it's
would
like a
you
family.
say you are as committed to seeing America be great as much as him? Like you have the same,
I do.
you see the point?
I do, but I also think that comes from being a mother. I just want better for my kids, period.
And somebody has to do it. Somebody
Right.
has to stand on the wall and guard, basically.
Even when it feels like it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like during this time when you
Yeah.
feel like nobody is grateful. It's a generation of ungratefulness, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just is. You got to call it like it is. But I think it's because there was a lot of people who didn't want to, there's a generation that didn't want their kids to suffer, but almost kind of babied a little too much and
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
let them
Yeah.
see suffering. And so I think a lot of this comes out of not knowing suffering, not knowing sacrifice, not really knowing the true cost of that.
Of what we
Right.
enjoy.
Yes, and if they'd ever take a look at it and take a look at the other side of the coin, that they would understand a whole lot more.
So I got one more question. So every time, if you left 5 times, right? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? 5 deployments. So is it just as hard the 5th time as it is the first time?
Oh, yes.
It never gets any
I think
easier.
Yeah, it
'Cause
doesn't
you
get
love
any
him.
easier.
Yeah.
And then I think it gets a little bit harder because as the kids get older,
See.
they have more knowledge of what's going
Yeah.
on, and they realize time for them. When they're babies, time goes, they don't realize the time's going by. But as they get older and they realize days and months and years.
And they miss daddy. Yeah.
Right, because even his training and things, that takes time away, I mean, weeks and sometimes months away
Yes.
from home, not even, I mean, outside of his deployments to all these different places. And how many times have you guys moved in 20 years? Because I always hear, you know, military brats, they say, you know, move all the time, and they never make connections. And
We were fortunate, I guess if you want to look at it that way. We only moved 3 different states, the same
Okay.
state twice. So we started in Tennessee, and then we went to Missouri, and then we were there for 2 years and went to Texas for 5 years, and then back to Missouri for 4 more years. So
And she loved Tennessee the best. That's why he retired here, because she has the greatest aunt in the world. I'm her favorite, I'm just saying.
I'm from Texas,
Hey,
and
Miss
I love
Emily.
Tennessee pretty good.
Thanks for tuning in. Miss Emily is our godmother. She's my godmother, and I let Brittany borrow her growing up. So it's good to see you on watching us today. And, you know, there's so much to be said about the family unit and keeping a strong family unit. And in the culture that we live in today, it's trying to tear down our family unit. They're trying to tear down authority, the police, the military. There is so anti-authority, anti-family. Respect, honor. I mean, that is those are like the fundamental things I believe that I was taught as a child. You know, not just at home, but they were reinforced at school.
And I might say something a little controversial. I was asking Weston the other day, I said, why do we have a generation that wants no authority at all, yet they're fighting for socialism where the government would actually control you.
everything,
So I
yeah.
control
Yeah, they are
everything.
the ultimate
I'm like, so
authority.
I don't even understand what they're wanting here.
You know what?
Or
I
if
think
they
it's lack
understand.
of education.
I
They
do.
don't understand what
Yes.
they think they're fighting for.
So yeah, I'm
In a
like,
way, it's
educate
noble.
yourself
Yeah.
if you have any of those thoughts. To be honest, my oldest daughter was very, especially when she was kind of away from us and went to college. She got a lot of her thoughts and beliefs and leftist
See.
things from college. And at first, I mean, she wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders and a lot of things like that, which to me, that's your right. And I said, well, that's your right to believe that way.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't agree. Weston's great. And he knows everything in politics. He listens to politics when we're on the road about 9 hours at a time. And he could debate her over. They would get into debates. And I would love to sit back and just watch them. And he was pretty good. I said, you missed your calling. But her, as having a child now and growing up a little bit, has it changed her opinions that she used to have? Tremendously. I've seen a change over this last year, especially because her baby's a year old now, and it's just seeing like, okay, I'm a mom now, and what do I want for my child? And
Or how
you think
about keeping
things.
the money you work for?
Right, and
you
she's
know.
having to work for things
Yeah.
that she used to never have to work for. So,
And I'm
it's
all
called-
about
it's
paying
called
our
adulting.
taxes. Yes. Yeah.
yeah, I bought her a shirt one time. I don't want an adult today because
Yeah.
that was pretty much.
That's great.
Yeah.
But she's doing really good, and I'm very proud of her now. She's being a really great mom.
Well, Brittany, is there anything that you think that people should know about military families that we don't know?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's nothing like Army Wives. It's not. Please don't watch that show and
Yeah.
think that that's what it is. No.
So there's
But-
not a lot of drama.
No, there's drama. There's drama, but
there's drama in
it's
everyone's
Not like
life.
Army wife drama,
not like
right?
Army
like
Wives
that. And then I think it's harder, you know, if you're going to say thank you to somebody, I think it's harder for the younger wives that don't have children,
Oh,
that
yeah.
are pulled away from their families.
Totally
you know,
alone.
Well, I see a lot of, there's a lot of Facebook pages for different bases,
is, yeah.
wives pages, things like that. There's a lot of I just got here and kind of like dating profiles for friends because there's not a lot of room to meet people. When you have kids, you're going to play dates or school or parks, and I think for the younger girls or the women that do not have children, it can be tougher to find that camaraderie,
Isolation,
even in the military.
Yeah. Well, and you know, a lot of women can find friendship and camaraderie at churches, at, you know, volunteering.
Yes.
You know, that's always a way to get
Step
out of
out the
that.
box,
Step
yes.
out of the box and put yourself out there. And it's so hard for some people because it goes against who they are. It goes against their nature. But you are an amazing mother. I'm just going to say that publicly.
And obviously, crafter.
Very,
Yeah.
very,
Not
very.
time.
So this is the Brit with the
Yeah.
Craftastics. She
Yes.
makes these amazing things, and I've ordered some things from her, seen so many of her great products, and it amazes me at you're able to do this, raise 5 beautiful children.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, her children, I would have at my house at any time. And I don't say that about everybody, but they are very well respected. They listen to authority. They are.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they
And,
do.
you know, and she has some challenges that she faces as a mother of some of these children of hers, but she has just excelled, and I mean, I just
So
applaud
did you
for
do
that.
the I'm going to tell your dad, or
Yeah.
were you just that tough that
Oh, no.
you didn't
No.
even have to speak of dad? You're just like give them a look, and they knew the.
No, I don't use I'll tell your dad. It's usually just
She takes
I
care
get
of
on
business.
I take care of it.
You would have to. You're by yourself with that
Oh,
many
yes,
children.
definitely.
You would have to. know
Did
how
you
to do
always
that.
want a large family?
Yes,
You did.
I did.
So that's kind of goal, and you reached
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, yeah.
good
Four
for you.
boys and a girl, and I don't know if we
Wow.
have the pictures to pop up. But she sent me some pictures with our technical issues. I'm not sure if we can throw some of those up. But as a mom, you know, so many challenges. You know, you've got to keep it together. You got to be the dad, the mom, the you know, the baker.
Yeah, we're showing the pictures.
The chef maker, and all that stuff. You know, so there's her beautiful family and. Y'all look so good. That was one of your balls, right?
Yes.
And I love the one of him and Jenna.
That's
that
my favorite.
It just melts my heart.
Is that his daughter, I'm
It's
assuming?
his daughter, yeah. And look at that. Oh,
Oh, goodness.
so precious. But she's my favorite anyway. But how do you feel like it's impacted them? You know, I know growing up in the military, because it's kind of like a pastor's kid. Growing up in church, you kind of see the ins and outs. You hear, you know, people talking bad about what your parents are, you know, working so hard
Yeah.
to make great, and you know, and actually serving the people who are talking bad about them. So that kind of parallels with the military. You know, your children may see the news. I know now that Tyler's older. You know, what are they thinking?
Well, as far as how military life has impacted them, they haven't known anything different.
That's true.
This is just
Yeah.
how they've grown up, and on military bases and around military bases, you don't see this a lot. There's
Bet you don't.
there's
Yeah.
not a
Good
lot of
point.
people talking against it.
So no protest in the
No
military?
protest on
Interesting,
the
huh?
fort.
I mean, where they have bombs and guns and
Yeah.
lots of
So-
ammo, there's no protesting? Okay.
I definitely think it's been kind of a shock seeing the new. We never really watch the news much. We don't have cable. We stream. So my husband likes to watch the news, but mainly we catch the weather and move on. And I didn't watch the news at all when he was deployed. I just stayed away
Oh,
from
I don't
it.
blame you at all.
So
Ew.
I do think that there's a little bit of a shock.
Culture shock,
And
probably.
then with some of the other things that are going on, because the military is so diverse, my kids don't know. They haven't seen a lot of battles with diversity, things like that. There's people from different countries on the post, much less
So
different.
there's not a lot of racism in the military.
I can't speak for everyone, so
but what
I'm not
you've
gonna. I'm
experienced.
not gonna. But I have not experienced seeing it. There's lots of biracial couples, on our street and everything. The kids all play together. They don't know a difference. They never.
Isn't that beautiful?
They never
And it's a
had
family, like
the
you
thought.
said.
Yes,
So they're
absolutely.
close.
United
they don't
by a
see
common
the color.
goal
Yeah.
is the thing. Yeah, when you're united on a
Right,
topic.
on one thing. That's right.
Yeah, isn't that amazing how that binds you together? Well, thank you again, and I'm glad we were able to memorialize today. that
Yeah.
he is retiring from 20
Yes.
years
Yes.
of service, a career military man.
Thank him so much for his service.
Yes.
Thank you. If you happen to watch this later,
Yes.
thank you so much for your service.
And if you're watching today and you are a military wife or in the military yourself, thank you so much for what
Yes.
you do. And I hope that this year in particular, we make it a point to pause and just be thankful for our freedom. We really need to try and be focused on that.
Yeah, because, July 4th is Saturday. And, here in America, it's all about barbecues and swimming pools
Yeah.
and the lake and,
Yep.
fireworks, which I hate fireworks, y'all. I just do. I'm like,
dog hates
there
them.
goes my money up in
you
smoke.
might as well
Literally.
just light your money on fire.
It's
right.
like, that is not okay. I like watching them, but I
Yeah.
don't want it to be my
Someone
money
to
buying
pay
them.
for it. Yeah, exactly.
So this 4th of July weekend, Christy, you are so creative. Also, we have our own Christy Tastics over here, and you had made something
Oh yeah,
for
I guess I'll get up
an
and get
idea
it.
for.
So I'll have to walk in
us.
front of the camera here, but and it's actually one of them's falling down, so we'll have to eat it.
That's
But
okay.
actually, they are going to eat these after this is over. But
Hey.
I just made these. Like I made these for my grandson's birthday party. Of course, his was black and gold and everything. But I thought I didn't really have a lot of bread or whatever, but I had a little bit. So I thought this is something very fast that you can do. Like you're maybe throwing a party, you're like, oh man, I forgot to pick up dessert. If you have some, almond bark, white chocolate, whatever, you just dip some marshmallows into white chocolate and put sprinkles on them. And I made them mainly for the kids. The kids were not the ones eating them.
No, it was us.
All the adults had them. I mean, everybody was like, man, these are so good. And I never actually ever ate one. I was like going, are they that good? But they were gone. Like, they
So
were totally
how
gone.
does the white chocolate not melt the marshmallow? Just because you dip it so quick?
Yeah, you just dip it so quick. You get it to where it's just, the white chocolate's just melted. You don't want to overcook it. You definitely follow the directions. It's usually like every 30 seconds, they're at the last 15 seconds. That's if you do it in the microwave, which is the fast way. You can do it over a double broiler, and that's maybe better way to do it. But so you don't overbake it like Jordy did.
What's a double broiler? Like, what is that?
But microwave, if that's what you know, totally easy. And they make melts at Walmart even that you can do. You can do that. It's so simple, like seconds. It took me a few minutes to make these.
So if you
just
had some
don't
really bright red and bright blue, you could totally be way
Yeah, if I would have had
patriotic.
more red or blue, I was actually going to try to dye the white chocolate.
That was going to be my next question. Can you do that?
Oh, that's true.
It didn't work, so I don't know. I'll have
okay.
to research how you do that. Most likely, you would have to buy them, which Michael's and places like that, Hobby Lobby, they probably carry bright blue, red, which would be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I just did not have that. I still
And if
had
you're really
white.
going crazy with it, you could paint your sticks red, white, and blue.
Oh yeah, well they have sticks that you
Oh,
can
red,
buy.
red.
I like anything that's
totally-
pre-done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which of course you can get white sticks, candy sticks. These are really tall dowels, and luckily I did have these
Yeah.
because I don't know where my candy dowels went. The girls put them up somewhere, but I did have this little vase, and I had these really
Candy?
tall dowels. So
Meaning
I was like,
the
these
whole
work.
dowel is candy?
It's made for a candy.
Oh,
like,
I
to
thought
stick
maybe
in.
it's
They're made-
edible or something.
That's what I was saying. I'm
No,
like, hey, now you're
I
talking.
bet they do have
Eat the
those. I would
stick.
not doubt
Yeah.
that. They
Now
probably
you're
do have
talking.
those. This one, I poked a little too hard. I was a little too fast with that. But, you could stick several, make a little kebab.
I've seen them where they put like fruit on there and stuff.
These little
Blueberries.
things that
Yeah.
you can get at like even the Dollar Tree, they're really great for holidays. You can do all kinds of stuff. So
You are the Dollar Tree queen.
I
aren't you?
love Dollar Tree. I mean, they
I
should
bet you are
sponsor
too,
me.
Brittany, aren't you? Yeah.
I was going to say, she probably has the
She
supplies
has
for
5
that
children.
at her
I
house.
guarantee
Yeah.
she loves Dollar Tree.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well, have we talked about everything we want to talk about? You want to,
Tell us more. Tell
Type
us some
more
more
about-
about these.
God
If you
bless
make
America.
these, let me see them. I want pictures.
yeah.
I want to see that. I
So
wanna see
tell
them
us
in
more
blue.
about your business and like how you got
where
started
you can order
and all
them
that.
from.
Okay.
Because
Well, I got started I like to do crafty things, and I was always into scrapbooking, things like that. So I bought a machine to help with that, which led to, it's a black hole when you get into crafts. One thing leads to another.
Kind of addictive.
Yes, but I really do enjoy it. And I saw people that were making the cups, and I was like, I just want to try to do it. So Aaron, my husband,
Your amazing husband.
built my turner for me.
Okay.
And I was kind of like, here's what it looks like. Try to figure that out. And he did it. I do that a lot.
Because he's an engineer.
He is an engineer. And so a lot of the times I'm like, I just want it to look kind of like this. So try to make that happen. And
I
he
almost
makes it
made
happen.
Weston make me one of those too. And then I'm
I
like,
could
right
see
now
you.
I'm asking him too much, so I better wait.
Yeah, these two are like my husband's done this.
But
Those are so awesome.
thank you. And they all
They're a lot of trouble,
they're
though.
all
They're a lot of work.
double-walled tumblers.
Double-walled,
so they're
yeah.
hot and cold. There's lots of different styles of the cups. Or,
Yeah, you have some more over there, don't you?
Yes, we have like these are kids, and they have a lid that has
Oh, that's
a
nice.
straw.
Like pops up kind of deal.
Oh, yeah.
that's really cute.
Kind of like a soda can.
Those are great for the lake, and you know, if you get one from Brittany, you can get your kids' names on them, so they're not, you know, fighting over whose is whose, right?
Yes.
That's really cute.
Yes, that's actually, these are my kids. Wyatt, Logan is into Xbox.
Oh, you
I
gotta
love
look at
that.
that. Oh, wow.
It's so you can custom for whatever your children are into,
Absolutely. Yep.
cheerleading, sports.
This one
Oh,
has
that's
I don't know if I can say that movie, but it has a movie on
Okay.
it. My daughter's favorite movie at the time, so she's
That's
uses this
awesome.
every day.
I love that. You know, and of course, you know, you can just do the regular design, and
It's beautiful. That's
Yeah,
great.
that is beautiful.
it's so pretty. And I know you did one for Nana. My mom
Yes.
says Nana on it.
It does.
You know, great gifts for just about everybody. I don't know anybody who doesn't appreciate a good
Oh,
tumbler.
I
you
got
can
one
win-
that says Lala that my daughter got
Lala.
me, but I'm gonna have to tell her about hers. She's gonna be ordering from her. She's got
and you
good
can
prices.
win one of these.
Oh,
Yes.
Aha,
Like
a
and
custom
share, like
one
and share.
you
And
gotta like and share.
It's Craftastics with Brit.
With Brit.
Yeah.
With Brit.
Craftastics
Okay, so
with Brit.
forget everything we said previously.
We'll put a link to her
Yes,
page on
okay.
our page. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll share it, and but share this video, like our page, and comment.
Hashtags?
Hashtag.
Girl sessions.
Yes.
So, do you believe America is great? We hope the answer is
Yes.
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 And here's the thing: we can all help make it great or greater.
Yes, we
We
can.
can all do our part. Be a patriot. Be thankful for what we have. Amen.
Yes.
And part of what Love for Music City does is to make America great. We,
And we
help.
reach out. That's what
Yes.
America does.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, America sends the most missionaries and help around the world, and so we try to do our part. Love for Music City. We raise funds to support orphans, to support widows, to support children around the world. We help veterans locally and foster care children. We are very much involved with the foster care system here in Middle Tennessee, and have branched out to other areas. So that's what we're about. If you would like to be a part of what we're doing, you can always go online at lovefrommusiccity.org. You can donate. You can find more
Yes.
out about our upcoming events, and you can always like and share what we're doing, participate, get involved, be a part of the conversation, and help us broaden our base for what we're trying to do.
Yes, so thank you so much for tuning in today. Congratulations, First Class Sergeant Aaron Swicker,
Yes.
on your retirement. And thank you for letting the retirement be here in Tennessee with us. Thank you, Brittany, and to all the kids for your service along with Aaron's. I mean, my goodness, it makes me so proud. It really does, just to see you and your family, you know, serving the country, serving others, and serving God. You know, it's really important. So, y'all,
safe holiday.
yes, have a safe holiday. Don't burn yourself or blow anyone up. God bless you.
Bless
See you next week.
Bye.
God bless America.
Yes.
God bless America.
Hey. Are we off?